Hello everyone, my name is Forset Rising, otherwise known as Icarus/Chance. Today I am joined by Paragon, ADC for Titan Esports. Paragon, how you doing today, buddy?
Doing good, doing good. Still alive another week in the OQ, so
Another week, another matchup. Tell me, Paragon, how are you feeling after week one of the Open Qualifiers? You did end up losing an unfortunate match against a top seed in
uh
PPL. Um,
uh
but after
up
that,
and
you have
downs.
made a decent run of yourselves. How did your
Yeah.
team end up rebounding after that 0-2 loss?
Yeah, I mean a lot of ups and downs, like the scrims leading into that week were absolutely atrocious. I mean, I was on Kangas. Kangas co-streamed our Akuma match, and I talked to him about it. And I think we literally won a single game out of all of the scrims we played that week leading into the match day.
Right.
So we were like, oh shit, it's awful. We changed our like entire draft plan, game plan, like everything like night of, and then changed the day of. And then we just played so bad on Saturday, and it was like so cooked. And then Sunday, I'm not gonna lie, going in, I was like, oh my, we're so cooked. Like I thought we were cooked. I thought we were gonna lose. I sent like a message at like 7 in the morning in our like team chat to like kind of amp up the boys because we were like,
Hey, zero
you know, the
expectations,
the
right?
spirits were low after Saturday because we just like played so bad.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I'm gonna send a meme message at like 7:30, like prophesizing our win, like get the feelings up, you know, like. And then
Right.
hey, it worked. It worked. I mean, we played really well, so
You guys
it felt
definitely
good.
you guys definitely did play really well. All your matches have been either 2-0 or 0-2, so that bodes well for the zero animosity match, right? Another 2-0 win.
Yeah.
Um,
Hopefully, if it's 0-2, oh my god.
what would you attribute your wins and your strengths to as a team?
Well, attribute the Akuma wins to our fucking jungler hitting every smite. Shout out GFP. I mean, bro's an old man, hard stuck masters, outsmiting 1700 LP jungler. Well, shit. Woo. Yeah, no, I mean, it was just like, uh, I don't know. I'm like, to attribute it is. I mean, we're all kind of like boys, so like
Right.
the vibes are normally good. Like if the vibes are there, we're like we always feel really good, and I think we're gonna perform. But yeah, no, I think just GFP was just hitting like the clutch moments, so that like definitely pushed us over the edge. But I mean, Titan always performs. If Solidified's on his champions, he's always gonna perform, and so like my job's pretty easy.
Hey, you just sit back and click heads, right? So,
Yeah,
but going back to that PPL match specifically, though, what do you think your downfall was, and how do you think you could beat them looking back?
bro. What was the down? Man, that shit out my head. What was the downfall? I mean, dude, we were like all playing really bad, and I don't think like I, our drafts were not ideal. I don't think we like knew exactly what we want to do in drafts, especially game two. Like our game two draft was so bad. Like, sorry, coaches. Like our coach is really fucking good. I'm not gonna lie, but sometimes he gets a bit dizzy in the draft where like um he's thinking he's coaching the Koreans.
He tries to cook a
But
little
we're
too hard, and then he gets
no,
it.
no, 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 no. He does. So our coach is really good. He helps like coach in Korea,
Okay.
but um, he sometimes forgets that we are tier three NA players with like our team average age of like 23.
Yeah.
So some of the comps he cooks up are like, I'm like, yeah, this shit works. We are just not. We're not gonna make it work. But like, I get why you're picking this. But yeah, no, I think it was just like a lot of like draft and all that. I kind of talked to my support like after the match and was like, yeah, we kind of got to switch up what we're doing bot lane, and like what we're prioritizing and all that just to make things work. Which obviously it worked based off what happened against Akuma. So
Right. I mean, you guys looked very, very good against Akuma. Looking at your next match, however, you're facing another team who's made a pretty decent lower bracket run in Zero Animosity. Tell me, how are you game planning against that team, and how do you think you match up against them skill level?
game planning, I don't think we've done anything yet. I don't like. I don't know. I mean, I'm like, dude, who we've played so far, like I'm way more afraid of the like. I don't. The Pepe team is pretty good. I don't think they're that crazy compared to like. I think the Pepe team would like 2-0 clap these guys,
Right.
which So I'm like, all right, I'm feeling pretty good. Like I'm not like too worried about it or anything. Um, I'm not like too concerned. Like obviously we're gonna try our best. Like I said, scrims haven't been going too well for us like recently, so like I can't. I'm not
Scrim
gonna
books.
like talk big and just be like, oh yeah, 2-0 easy stomp. Like
I mean, scrim books
it's
aren't real
free.
anyways, right?
Yeah, I mean Wayne went like top 8 with like a 20% scrim win rate. So like
True. Look at Blue
it's
Water,
fake.
right? You know. So,
Yeah, it's fake. It's fake.
tell me, looking at the field right now and everyone in OQ left, how would you rate yourself against the rest of the 80 carries?
Hold on, let me pull up the list. I don't know. It's kind of weird. Because there's like a really like interesting mix of ADCs where it's like Meech, Sushi, Aaron. You know, it's like
Right.
why are these guys like enthralled? Like I think there are some really good ADCs left.
Let's go
Like I
top
think
10, top 30, top 50.
I think I'm in the top half.
Okay.
I would say I'm probably in the top half. I don't know. I haven't. My mindset compared to what it used to be is a bit different. I wasn't even necessarily planning on playing this OQ, so I kind of just I've been like chilling, doing whatever. Just playing solo queue here and there, like just kind of I don't know. I like playing League, so I'll just play solo queue even if I'm not trying to climb. I just kind of like do it after work or whatever.
Right.
So I think my mindset compared to a lot of the other OQ ADCs like Inori B or like Sushi and shit, where they're trying to go pro, they're trying to go tier 2. I'm like, yeah,
Hey,
my
man.
team's pretty cool. I
You're.
have fun playing with them. Yeah, I'll pull up. Like, I
you
think there's a mindset thing, but yeah, no, I think I'm underrated for sure. Like, definitely there's good guys, but I don't think I can't perform.
right. Fair enough. Looking towards the rest of the tournament, how do you think you're gonna fare, like in the long run?
Bro, I could tell you with how scrims and everything goes. I mean, we lose to Pepe team and then beat Akuma. Like, it seems
Right.
like we're just going like we're flipping coins. And I mean, if it comes up heads, like it's looking good. I mean,
So you
I think we
have.
might have another. I think we can get another week left in us.
Okay, so right now you have zero animosity, right? Which you think you can win, and then you have the loser
Yeah,
of C49, which is probably
that's
gonna be
UTI
UCI.
near
Yeah,
airport.
it's probably UCI.
Zhao Danny, you're going down.
Zhao Danny is going down.
Yep,
Okay.
yep, yep. So I'm living that day. And then what? We play Wayne Town and in the like if we win that, yeah,
Yeah.
that's easy. Wayne Town, poof. Wayne Goblins, bro. They're light. They're so bad. They like boil the oil. He doesn't play the game. Debonair, he's too busy in edaters.gg Discord. Rapid, he's getting drunk on the weekends. I mean, I drink during scrims, so I can't really say anything about that. Um, ZKG, old boomer. Bro, like he's a boomer. I mean, we're a boomer team too, but
I mean, I was gonna say
he's a
your
boomer.
average
But
age is
yeah,
like 25, but
yeah. But nah, they're light, so that's easy.
you think you have a good
And
chance
then
against Grandview or Fisher if one of those make it?
who's on Fisher? I'm actually like I genuinely don't know who's on Fisher because they have like 5 million people listed on their roster.
Fisher is Bajani, Bruins, Wayna, Brabone, and Sword Blue.
All right, I'm not even trying to ego. I just like don't really pay attention that much. I only know Sword Blue, and Bajani. I think Bajani's really good though. He's a cool guy. Sword Blue, I mean, he always performs in my solo queue games. I feel like whenever I see him bot lane on my team, we're just like running the bot lane.
Right.
But no, I think, yeah, no, that we could do that for sure. I think Grandview also winnable. I'm
All right.
not really concerned about any of the CLO teams that are left.
Fair enough. Getting a bit more personal, however, you've been around the scene competitively for a couple years at this point. How have you dealt with the high highs of second place in ACL with Clown to the lows of spring OQ in 2024?
Well, I didn't play too much on that second place clown roster, but
You were
I
there
mean,
though.
I was there. Yeah, no, that was. I mean, ACL like it's just so. I don't know why it's like different. I've kind of realized that vibes for me, like I don't know if it's just like a tier 3 thing. I feel like if you have good vibes on your team, you're always gonna perform. Like it doesn't even matter like how good your players are or how good the opponents are. Like you're always going to perform. I feel like it's way easier to perform if you're on a vibe team than like, let's say like Polestars are like a team that's like buying in and trying to promote and you have like all these expectations on you.
A good
That's why I
example
feel
should
like,
be like Citadel right now.
yeah, no, like Citadel, they probably got like hella pressure on them. like some of those players, like they're pro. Like I'm gonna be real, Armeo's pro career is probably riding on that team. Like if bro is not promoting through tier 3, it's looking pretty grim. Like he's a great player, like he's been LCS, all that, but like he has a lot riding on this. Whereas me, I'm 22. I'm just playing League for fun. If I promote, like, hey, I take it. But yeah, no, I mean, all the teams I've always like done the best on or had the best placements on, it was just like the vibes were great, and I was just, yeah, I like these guys. I think we'll perform. Yeah, I'll pull up. I mean, also in my OQs, I'm always like the lowest seed possible. I think my average seeding in OQs is like 26, and then my average placement is like top 16, top 12.
You
So
do tend to
I'm,
overperform.
I mean, well, overperform. I don't think we're overperforming. Like, I think we're that good, so that's why I'm on the team.
Fair enough. Has there been any roster? You mentioned vibes a lot, but has there been any
Mhm.
roster that you've liked more than any other?
I mean, the clown ACL rosters are kind of weird because it's like those are like all those rosters are we're all just friends.
Right.
But I don't really play on those. I think my favorite roster would probably be the maybe it's either gonna be like the first clown gaming like OQ one like Yao Shiesty, BB,
Yep.
Titan. That was funny, but it was probably the Maelstrom roster this that I played on this summer that we went top 12. Like every it was that was just comedy. I don't know why the skins were just comedy.
That was
Like,
the Sappy, Verdict, Zepri, Paragon, and Gabix team, right?
yep, shout out Gabex retired. Had
Yeah.
to had to get our revenge against Will since he knocked us out on Polestars and ended Gabex's career. Um, yeah, no, the scrims are always so funny on that team. It was so comedy. Like Sappy's just chilling top. Verdict is trash talking enemy jungler 90% of the time. Zepri's arguing with our jungle. Me and Gabex are getting obliterated in the 2v2 because we never clicked.
You're right.
So we were always just getting shit on. Like we never clicked. I don't know why. Like I don't think he's that bad of a player. I don't think I'm a bad player, but it's just how we saw the game just wasn't the same. And we never like took the time to sit down and like hash it out. We just like didn't care enough to. So we'd just be like arguing about Lade, and then we'd be like, whatever. And then our mid jungles arguing in like French. They're all French Canadian, by the way. They're all French Canadian. So whenever our mid jungle would get mad, they just start arguing in French.
All
So
those
I'd have no idea.
all those
Dude, it was
Quebecois,
so
man.
funny.
All them
It was so
Quebecois.
it was so funny. It was just like all we would do is it was just like the most QC. I don't know what QC is like, but outside, like it's got to be the most QC experience ever, where it's just perma flame. Whether you're flaming teammates, flaming enemies, and it was just so funny. It was so much fun.
I'm very glad that you had that experience. I will ask you though, how has juggling tier 3 tournaments and CLAW at the same time been? Has it been a challenge at all?
Well, my CeeLo team wasn't that insane, so it wasn't that hard for me. Um, I don't. I mean, I'm graduated from college and all that, so like
Right.
my CeeLo experience, I guess, is over. I'm
For
not gonna
sure.
lie. I wish I kind of did more in CeeLo. I think competition is pretty good now, but like the school that I was at, we weren't really that competitive. But I think me and the support were actually really competitive. Um, I think our first semester, like together, or not first semester, our first year together, like that spring CeeLo. I mean, we dropped like a 20 kill game against Ole Miss's bot lane. Like we are probably like a top 10 bot lane in like CeeLo, I think,
Right.
but we like the rest of our team wasn't as good. I loved our top player though.
That
Great
was
guy. I love.
Vondo, right? That you played with?
No, yeah, I played with Vondo bot. Yeah.
Right.
Um, I don't think it was that hard for me because I was just like our team and kind of like our director knew like, yeah, I don't want to say like above the team because that sounds really bad, but like the skill level was obviously like a bit different, like I
Yeah.
was like challenger, and then like my top laner is like D1 masters, my jungler is like masters. And then I mean, what is it, second semester my senior year, like our mid laner like had a thing, so he had to drop out, so I had to play mid. And then like our sub came off like the bench to play AD, who actually was like, he performed. I'll give it to him. I'll give it to him. He performed. But yeah, so
Yeah.
it's like the expectations weren't there, so it wasn't hard for me. I know, like I played with Trickster. Like I was a sub on Mirage Lines when Trickster was at Ottawa, and I think it was kind of hard for him because he would be at like a MEC like LAN event while playing OQs, so he'd have to like play like the OQs from like a LAN setup and then go play like a CeeLo matchup. So I think it can be hard for some people, but for me, it wasn't hard.
That's fair. I mean, we did see a couple teams have to forfeit their first matchups due to CLOL playoff
Wait,
strategy.
some people had to do that?
Yes. So,
Who did that?
oh god, it was one college team that had to forfeit. I don't remember their name.
Was it U13's team? Was it Weber?
I think it was Weber. Don't
Ah,
quote me,
GG.
but I remember that one of
Rip
the
Yui.
collegiate teams had to forfeit because the CLOL playoffs were going at the same time.
Oh, yeah, that's
Um,
unfortunate.
so it is unfortunate, but it does happen. CLOL is kind of more important because players are getting their scholarships off of
Yeah,
it.
you actually get paid for that one. I mean, it's like scholarship money, so it's like I don't want to say like fake money. You just like don't see the money, but yeah, no, you get paid for that one. So
Um, well, I am curious though. What got you into League of Legends?
yeah, so but so I got in because of my brother. I started playing around season 3. I originally actually played Smite in the beta when I
Oh,
was a kid, and I was actually insanely good at Smite. Like I was actually insanely good. I would play with the pro players at the time, like in the beta, like Juice Gaming. That's like a crazy like pull. They were like the team that ran like all of the beta tournaments for Smite, and I would like play with them in like games or whatever. Like I'd just queue up with them. I was friends with a couple of the guys, and I was like 10 years old. So I was like really good at Smite, and then I remember I was playing, and in beta they didn't have a theme, so you could just like leave the match.
oh,
My brother like was over, and he saw that, and he was like, "What the hell?" And he's like, "You gotta play League. Like, you can't do that. That's a." And I just started playing League. I thought it was cool because my brother played it. And obviously I liked MOBAs and stuff because I played Smite, and then yeah, I just kind of stuck with it.
fair enough. What about competitive? What got you into that?
I'm just a super competitive person in the first place. I always have been. I was like a varsity track athlete
Ooh, and you
in high
chose League of
school.
Legends. Okay.
Yeah. Well, I'll get to that. So, yeah. So I was like a varsity track athlete. I did karate as a kid, and I won like a couple tournaments. So I've always been like really competitive. And then I was like platinum or something, and I saw like I was on like the subreddit or something. I don't know why I saw like a random post about it, and I was like, oh, like competitive. I didn't even know that was like an option for me. Obviously, I had to watch LCS, so did that. Found a great group of guys I like playing with. So I just kind of kept playing with them, and then COVID happened,
Yeah.
and that was like when I graduated from high school. I was originally going to do track in college, but since COVID happened, there was like reduced spots on the roster, and since I was a freshman, I couldn't be on. I wasn't going to be on the roster.
Right.
So, I wasn't, with COVID and all that, I wasn't like too happy, I guess, with my situation and everything. So I don't want to say like I kind of locked myself in my dorm, but I'd be in my dorm a lot, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna play League. Um, I was still playing like competitive leagues with my friends, and I tried out for like a diamond team or something, and I'd always elo sat. I elo sat at plat one
Oh.
D4 to play in these platinum leagues with my friends. So I was kind of a scumbag. And
Uh,
then I tried out for this diamond team and I didn't make it. I couldn't believe it. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna show these guys they're stupid. And I went from D4 to Masters top 1500, which was like 200 OP at the time, in I think 2 weeks or
wow.
3 weeks. I went on like an 18 game win streak. So,
You
and
proved
then I
them
was
wrong,
like,
right?
okay, what?
Proved them wrong.
Yeah, I did. And then my college reached out to me, because I started exploring CeeLo and transferred, and then here I am.
And here you are, graduate of Columbia College.
Yep.
Have there been any players, maybe some of the vets that you played with on Gentle Hearts, perhaps, that have helped you grow as a player in an 80 carry?
I'd say Detro from
Yeah,
Mirage.
Dredo.
Detro was the main reason I was actually on Mirage because I played like a conviction tryout or something for that OQ with him, or like I subbed in for a scrim when he was trying out there, and it was like my first like experience with like I don't want to say like top tier, but like a top tier like kind of like amateur scrim. So I was like super nervous and all that, and I just wanted to learn. So I DM'd him. I was like, "Hey, how'd I do?" Like after the scrim,
Yeah.
it's like, "Hey, how'd I do? Any improvements?" Like this was my first like that was my first time screaming like GM plus average.
Right.
Like that was my very first time. And he was like, "No, you actually performed pretty well. I wouldn't have guessed." I was like, "Yeah, just trying to learn." He's like, "I'm probably gonna do this roster. You know, if you have a sub spot, I'll see." So I got the sub spot on Mirage. So I talked to Detro and Psycho a good amount
Yeah, no,
about that.
Detro's really cool. He's been around the scenes, played for UC Irvine and a bunch of them. So it's
Yeah,
been really
so
cool.
Detro and Psycho would probably be like the two, I guess, and a lot of it was kind of just I don't know, me just playing a shit ton
I mean,
and kind of testing things out and
bit of a
kind of
grinder, yeah.
locking in. I mean, in college, it's like, dude, I'm getting a scholarship for it.
Might as well.
Might as well just play the game. Like I don't care. Like I mean, I just go to class, play league, and then nighttime hits. So I just go like party. It was a pretty goated setup. Like it was I was kind of living. So like it was pretty good.
How do you as a
Um,
player keep motivated though? I mean, tier 3 and tier 2 is kind of on the brink right now in North America. So how have you
Dude, I would say I'm not even that motivated for like going pro. I just do it because I love competing. I love playing league.
do
I'm
it
not
for the
like,
love of the sport?
yeah, I'm not playing this for like aspirations of going like tier two. I've kind of said it before in the past. I just always want to play like competitively at like the highest level I can, whether that's tier two, tier three, LCS, whatever. I'll welcome it. Just whatever level I'm at, just always want to be competitive. So,
Fair enough. And is there anything you'd like to say to the fans of you or Titan Esports?
hey, um, I don't even know what's happening anymore. So keep watching. Maybe you'll be disappointed. Maybe you'll be surprised. So
And to the
and we
haters?
keep to the haters. I mean, bro, I can't even say anything. We got like two of my Pepe team, bro. So like, ain't much to say. I mean, people are just gonna keep sleeping on me like permanently. Like I don't know how many times I need to go from 26 seed to top 16 for people to like stop underseeding us. Same with Titan. Titan is I don't know why Titan gets slept on so much. That guy's goated mid laner. Like he performs all the time. So I don't know. Just watch the games.
Just watch the games. Before I
Yeah,
let you
except
go,
except when we watch the games when we win. Don't watch them when we
exactly.
lose.
2-0, right? Coming up? Yeah.
Yeah, 2-0.
Okay,
2-0.
okay. Before I do let you go though, has anyone told you that you look like Walter White with hair?
No, it's because my hair's really long right now and gets in my eyes, so I have it in like a hood.
I was thinking the mustache and the glasses. You look a lot like Walter White.
Yeah, no, I had to get the mustache because Kangas had to shave his mustache, and when I did the
True.
caster cat, when I used to have a mustache in college, but I like shaved it during the summer, and then I did the caster clash, and the picture I submitted was me in a mustache. Kangas like, oh, that's amazing, and he was so disappointed when he found out I didn't have it.
Yeah.
So then I grew it back, and then he ended up shaving his. So now I gotta keep it going.
It looks great. Thank you so much for the interview, Paragon. Is there anyone you want to shout out before I let you go?
Shout out my team. Shout out Selectively Active. That's like my friend's Discord server. They're always in the Twitch chat kind of room for me.
There
They were
we
the
go.
boys from my Platinum League days, so
Woo!
they're all like they're all like
The
way older than
OGs.
me. I think I was like 16 when I met them, and they were all like graduating college.
Oh sh.
But yeah, no, so cool guys over there. Always kept in touch. They're always room for me. So shout out them and shout out my team because I don't know, they stuck with me. They said, hey, we'll run with old man Paragon, even though he doesn't even care about performing too much. But hey,
They have their trust in you. Thank you so much for the interview today, Paragon. Make sure to check out the other videos I have down below. And everyone, have a wonderful day.